and took it off the paint stand in the, well, first we unmasked the paper in the garage so we didn't make a big mess down here. And I put the motor back in it and put the landing gear back on it. I like to do that. I like to keep it all together. I mean, a lot of guys won't, don't put them together until they're done or whatever. But I want to keep an eye on the weight, so. So now it's all about unmasking. I'm doing the stencils. The scary part.
This is what I did when I cut that little rubber ducky hole. I put the pipe on the ground and I made this angle of the rubber ducky out of a piece of wood, and then I taped it on here.
Yeah.
Then I took a round piece of copper tubing or whatever with sandpaper on it, and I used that to sand that angle in there so it matched the rubber ducky. And then when I got sanded, I sanded it oversized, and then I took a piece of I don't know, 16th inch balsa wood and put some alcohol on it, and then wrapped it around this sanding block that I used, and it fit right in there. And I made it big, and I took and put a little bit of glue around in there, and I sat there and just held it until it dried. Scuffle. And then jar.
Probably need a new blade on it.
It should be pretty good. I haven't been using it with any glue. Just it tears them up. Need some heat.
Yeah. Might as well heat them up.
Where are you gonna start?
Numbers. We got nobody watching anyway. I guess they're busy.
Watching the football game, probably.
That line's a little jagged. That's the way the.
Where the fodder cut it at?
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm getting too hot. Boy, you're more daring than I am.
Going off pretty easy.
You pull straight up like that.
Get some heat on that one. These are the killers, really.
Yep. put all them on my shirt before I put them on there.
You did?
Oh yeah. More than once. I stuck them 2 or 3 times on my shirt before. That glue tape, I don't worry about.
Wait a minute. Pretty hot. Okay.
Coming up.
I see that.
It's going to be part of the fixing it.
Wait. I'm trying to get my hand in there.
Damn, those are a bitch to fix. You know? I mean, it's in the yellow. It's all right in here.
I already see
In
how
the
I'm going
white.
to fix it. Little daub of white and sand it and clear it. Little daub of red, sand it and clear it. Not gonna make a major project out of it. 'Cause
Like the tip off of it, did you?
Yeah. Two watchers. I guess they're not as interested in what it looks like afterwards as they were in painting it.
Football games are on.
It's a dumb game. The ball doesn't even roll straight when it hits the ground.
I quit watching football game when they started kneeling. They're still doing that, so I'm still not watching.
How about college? Are they doing it too?
Yeah, they did in college too.
it'll be fine. It'll have.
Gonna have to be.
Yeah.
As they say, it's all over but the crime. I don't think you have much problem with that stuff.
No.
I haven't had any pull-up with that transfer. The only thing I've had to pull up with is that blue fine line tape, and even the green fine line tape. The only problem I've had with that stuff is what you're doing right there, is digging in too deep.
What's that thing I just did?
Where I get the heel of the blade sticking into it and the tip hasn't hit, and I dig it into a spot I'm not even looking at.
I dug too deep.
Yeah, on that one.
Let's heat it up. Maybe they'll bubble up.
Nah, bubble the paint up.
Whatever. Of course, that'll be on top.
Of course. Actually, you're looking out because that is the bottom of that flap. You have to go to the art store and get you a yellow magic marker.
CA and glue that down.
Yeah, that too. It really gets nasty if you do that over an open bay. Dig a hole all the way through the covering it.
Never have had usually that problem.
Lay your blade on there more flat rather than just using the tip.
Once you get it started, it's no big deal.
Yeah, you gotta get started enough to get a hold of it.
Bring me a little bit of thin set CA toothpick. That's gonna knock off my.
Once you don't hold that there top, I ran that all over my fingers.
I need the CA again. I need to put the CA on the toothpick so it's, a drop. I need a drop.
you can get it sort of stick down, then the clear or whatever you put over top of it will
That's a repair.
meld it back in there.
That worked perfect.
I'll start it onto this tape and peel it off. People were asking, why you let John do that? Well, it's gonna peel off. It's gonna peel off on here. It's gonna peel off on the other line.
Well, shit. That turned out good.
Did it pull it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason that plotter's picking up more than one pattern, right? Is that what's doing that? The same thing that did it on the...
No. No, that there's how they were designed.
Really? Not a clean image. I ran into that on decals. And it's the same principle. You know, somebody took a smaller number and enlarged it. That's the most of the time I had that problem was when that happened. If you take it and reduce it, you don't have that problem. It gets crisper. It's when you enlarge them that everything pixelates and
I think the Snap-on man ought to give me a discount.
you have to show it to him.
I'm sure that'll happen.
He'll say, yeah, I'll see about getting you a discount, and then he'll get the discount for talking somebody into putting an advertisement on their vehicle.
It's all right. I'm brand loyal.
Yeah, well, got a good product. I'll say that. Is it really, really good? I don't know. There's some pretty nice stuff out there.
Okay. It's busy. Well, we got 7 watchers. Nobody said anything yet.
They're all holding their breath with you, Sparky.
Yep.
Pulling that tape off. And silence comes across the crowd. Let's see, I think I might work on that.
Pretty hard getting that tape up and not digging into the wood.
I indexed this prop too when I cut that out. Mark the blades.
Boy, I see a lot of ink work.
It's about the best spinner that I've done yet.
It ain't easy to do.
I'm gonna have to pull 2 or 3 or 4 of these things. You know, just to have them. Wonder how hard that's gonna be to pull that.
Let's see.
Need to make plugs to go up in there.
I don't know if you guys have ever done this on a paint job like this, but this is the most nerve-wracking time right now because you could pull up the paint or dig a hole in it and just ruin it. And it'll set you back a month.
Yep.
Hey Sparky, I hate Leonard Burrell says pulling tape off, never know when he can ruin day. Yeah, looking great, thanks. Sanding with a brown paper stick, interesting. That must be you, John.
Yeah, I've been doing that quite a bit.
Yep, pulling tape off can be very, it can give a lot of anxiety.
Yeah. Plug.
Is it good wood?
No. This is about 10 pound wood.
Good RC wood.
Yeah. Go ahead and get that. Cut that out on jigsaw a little bit big, chuck it in the lathe, turn it down to right diameter. Little noise, guys.
Look at that. Damn.
What you gonna do in the did? Huh. Did it pull it up or?
Yep. It's down to the white.
One layer?
Yep.
That is weird. Let's see here, don't need to go all the way up in there, so I only need about half of that.
I think it'll be all right, you know, if I, when I ink it and clear it, but
It's totally amazing what that stuff does, it will do. And even, I've never done an airplane without having some spots on it like that, ever.
why does it always happen on the top?
Cause that's how it works. Nothing like clamping balsa wood in a lathe.
It won't be nothing to fix, it's just,
There's Another aggravation, because you'll spend a week running around chasing all them little spots. Oops. Under it was too tight.
I knew it when it did it. It could tell went whoop. This is not bigger than what it is.
Yeah.
Could be total disaster. Have you ever seen it rip the whole line of tape up?
Yeah, I've had it where it ripped it all the way down to the bare wood. All the way down.
The thing is, when you tape back over it, don't tape over it, use this piece of stencil.
Mm-hmm.
there's the shell decal. That's pretty good. Ah, you're back in the States. That's Mark Lauman. Back in the States. He's down in Nigeria.
Oh, yeah. Well, that must have been a heck of a trip.
Or something.
It was more something.
Anyway, we're coming along. One more tape out yet. Maybe two. Got some dirt on the nose here. Yeah. It all gets painted anyway. Didn't get as much done as I wanted to. Never do.
You ask an awful lot of yourself when you come over here and try to jam that stuff in there every 4 or 5 hours.
Well, I held my mouth just right and screw up. This gets inked with a black line. All the stripes yet. This gets inked with black. We're I'm looking at a lot of work yet. Of course, Dave Gay thinks I should be on to something else.
Yeah, right. Like what? Starting another airplane?
Yeah, like I don't have enough already.
You got 2 or 3 airplanes started already.
Yeah, 3.
3. If you include that one.
Probably need to do the profile next in order and then get onto the Continental XL and then the Bearcat. I didn't have anything to do one night and I decided to whip the Bearcat kit out and see what it would take. It's gonna take a lot.
Yeah, that's a pretty involved build there. Yeah, that's a pretty involved build.
Al says I'll love it.
Maybe.
Not unless I can build it light.
I need one, well, at least one person that doesn't necessarily care for theirs, but not necessarily the way the airplane flies. It's just that it's so big and heavy that it yanks you around all over the place.
You know what I'm really surprised at? I didn't get any bleed in the hinge line.
Really? On the concave section?
Yeah. Usually that's gonna be a given, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
It turned out pretty good. So all in all, I had a few pull-ups, very small ones, size of a head of like a BB or something. And those will be fixed with a brush and cleared.
Oh, you did pretty good.
Huh?
I think you did pretty good on
Well, I ain't done yet. I got the,
still pisses you off, but
yeah.
even one.
Thanks, Dan. And John is pretty close to paint if he ever gets to painting.
I'll finish the kitchen first.
John is building a concourse kitchen. We're gonna put the lines on it and fly it here in spring. Okay, got that. So far, so good. Okay. I'll go with this, I guess. like I say, got a few touch-ups on this, but not bad. Gotta do laundry tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a grocery store day.
Are you guys bored to death yet? Or are you just waiting for me to screw up?
Maybe a little bit of both.
If you're waiting for me to screw up, it could happen at any second. Remind me of the primer scenario. We don't use primer anymore because DC 540 is gone. We use clear dope with a little bit of white mixed in with it. Really seems to work out pretty good. If you can get DC 540, it's great stuff. The old stuff, not the new stuff. If it doesn't contain xylene, toluene, all the deadly chemicals, it's no good. The environmentalist wackos have screwed things up. It says biodegradable and non-toxic. It's junk. Don't buy it.
That's about right.
Okay. Yep, biodegradable, non-toxic shit. Well, we're getting down to the wire. Only got one more stencil to pick. And I'll go home and lay out my scallops.
Yeah.
Any good marks? I don't know what that means.
Little handle on this thing are a pain in the butt. Get a bigger screw handle, then it hits on stuff.
Well, this, for some reason, the stencils on this wicks are just super tough to get off.
They're all sort of round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no good starting pick spot on the S anyway.
Yeah, the S has got rounded ends on it.
Anything planned for the right side of the nose area? Yes, this is all going. It needs another taping. There'll be a red scallop, a yellow scallop, or black. I haven't made up my mind, and then a red scallop, and I might do the scoop in black. We're another paint session away, maybe two. Then I can shoot clear and ink. I still got to get the exhaust stacks on it somehow. And the smoke. One more letter. including trim, is dope that you blend your colors. No, they're stock colors. Insignia red, Cub yellow, Insignia white, jet black. So, in case I have a repair, I can just buy some paint and mix her up and go. Yeah, I still gotta paint that white too, the end of that flat. Oh well. Yeah, there's still another paint session in the works for it. Well, that's it, guys. What do you think? Did it turn out all right? So far, so good. 80 ounces. I bet we didn't add no weight to it today.
Couple grains.
But it did add something because I put something on it, didn't take it off.
Yeah, well, how many times we been talking about that?
Yeah.
From the time you start putting paint on, you ain't losing nothing. I don't care how much sanding you do. You're not gonna sand
Oh, I still got the bottom of this to do.
any weight off of it.
I still got the bottom. Outboard bottom. The shell. Okay, well, at least this won't be hard. At least I hope not. Rip.
Hush, hush. Those are like cuss words. Okay, how much are we gonna do? This doesn't have to be perfect.
Thank you, Don.
might be right there. Stick that plug in there so I don't suck down in there real deep. Vacuum form. Spinner over that.
Hot on your fingers.
Too long to look at it, does it?
No. Thank you, Mark.
Run the vacuum.
Oh, my pilot ejected. He has a way of doing that. For those of you who are interested, which after a day of watching this nonsense, probably not many, what happened here? Paint just flaked off there.
What color?
Red. Gotta fix that before I leave.
Too dry.
Yeah.
Okay.
chuck apart. I tried it once before and I couldn't get the thing apart.
What time is it?
I don't know. Oh, no.
I don't know what happened there. It just flaked right off. Well, I guess I can do that at home. In the cold.
Yeah, you only have to run out there for a second. I don't even know where my phone must up. My phone upstairs.
See right there?
B. Well, I'll be. You're gonna have to airbrush that too.
Oh yeah. Won't be painting that with a brush.
No.
Of course, it could get a.
Could get the icing boot on the front end.
Yeah.
I don't know that that airplane's gonna be flying in any kind of conditions that should need a de-icing boot.
I wonder why that happened.
Open cockpit. Oh, fingerprint. Could have been anything. Little spot you missed.
I don't think it'll be much to fix, but
No, just another thing while you're running around fixing all the other little
aggravation.
pull-ups and stuff. Really, you don't have too many. You're lucky. You don't have a lot. And you have them in the typical places they always happen. Trailing edge of wing, leading up with flap staff, trailing edge of flap and staff. Maybe a wingtip right on the
COVID.
I mean, those are the spots. I don't know what we do on the staff and elevators and stuff like that, that we don't get it on the edges wet enough and just allow the overspray to sort of go around the turn.
Well, I know I don't want to load them up with paint, so.
Well, I would rather have to come back through and spot a little area than half-inch thick paint on them.
Another roll of yellow tape down here. Do you know where it is? I'm gonna need my paper.
You're gonna take paper back with you this time?
Yeah, probably not. I'm gonna try.
See what I did here?
Yeah. It'll suck in.
And that'll be the standoff for it and everything right there, and it'll suck into all those cutouts.
Yep.
You cut that out, and I'll make a template for cutting your next spinner.
Just tie the spinner and run it. Probably won't.
You
run.
might be able to, because it'll
Yeah.
put all that in it. Of course, it might be a little big. Whatever thickness the plastic is.
Won't weigh
It
nothing.
won't be hard up here. Of course, you can put something up in there.
Jiggy weld.
I saw a guy, he was vacuum forming P51 spinners that must have been 3.5, 4 inches in diameter. They were huge spinners. And he's putting them on an electric plane. That's what he was running, a vacuum formed spinner on an electric airplane.
Tell John got a glimpse of his kitchen on the way to the garage. It's half as good as those stunners. His wife should be ecstatic with it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty happy. It's coming out pretty nice. Thank you.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to drive home. If you were interested, you can join me later this evening for the tape out of the scallops.
We'll carry that camera up there while it's running and give them a sneak peek of my kitchen since seem to be interested.
Go ahead. Well, John's going to give you a peek of his kitchen. Here, take it up there. Gonna have this.
It's got to
with you.
go up there anyway, so.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. Vomit cam again. You can see my basement here. What do you need?
This bag's got to go up.
Yeah, so if we're not cooking. Here we go, into the kitchen. Don't have my countertops in yet. Know how much you can tell from that. But it's a gray and black wood grain 6x24 tiles. Amish made kitchen cabinets, all new appliances, microwave above a stove, dishwasher. Where the little green mat is where the refrigerator used to be at. We added 2 more cabinets here, a pantry. It comes around the corner and goes to the landing for the basement and the garage and the dining room. Refrigerator back here in the corner. We don't know what we're going to do with this yet. We got a little card table there. That'd be about that. What are you saying? You coming up? Into the garage. That whole thing just fell off there. Sorry about that, guys. The whole head on this camera just fell off. Sorry about that. Just bring the airplane up. I did that.
What's that?
Just bring the airplane up. I gotta get down there for a second anyway.
Yeah. Where's the camera? You still running?
Yes.
go around and it fell out. Caught it before it hit the floor.
Okay. Somebody said something. Oh, you got it on. Got it in backwards. Okay. There's the airplane there. Made it out to the garage anyway. All right, guys. I'm gonna head back home. Appreciate you watching. See you later. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.